excited to join the fun every Tuesday at 7 p.m. at Roosters with Coach Davenport, Coach Ken Taylor, and special guests. A fun casual joint, Roosters offers 4 locations in Kentuckiana, in Louisville on Dixie Highway, Preston Highway, and Shelbyville Road, and in
Well, I thought I had my check by now, but
Away, manager Grant Walker, and now from Mount Washington, played his high school basketball at Bullitt East. Rhett Troutman is out there with all of the Troutmans, Mark Bug. Their whole family has made it, the brothers and the moms and dads, and it's great to see the family support that these players have received.
Well, it's why they're such great kids. It's
Look at Tyler. Tyler Jenkins styling and profiling. He's got a nice suit on.
Just it's senior night for Tyler, but I hope it's not really senior night. I hope he's got another year left.
We'll see what his plans are. He's had the illness, of course, and has missed 17 games now consecutively, and Bellarmine could petition the NCAA to get another year for him, but I don't know what he wants to do. Each of the players, and Grant Walker, too, also received a framed photo. They have Grant up there cutting down the net, I guess at the Midwest Regional Final last year here at Knights Hall, or maybe at the conference tournament. They can't tell from the picture, but it's a nice photo of him cutting the net down, and the players have an action photo of them that they are being presented at midcourt. Here is Brent Bach.
And half of Augusta with him.
He said he wanted to bring the whole town, and Coach Davenport always had a comment there. He said that'll take about a minute. But he's got quite the crew out there with him. His grandmother is there. He's got a niece and a nephew. And he is getting his framed photo. The women's senior ceremonies were done before their game, which Bellarmine won tonight. Yeah, Brent had Mike and Laura Bach, his parents, his grandmother, Ruth Laycock, brother Derek, sister Shadle, and niece and nephew Keaton and Katie Bach. Tyler Jenkins had his parents, Brandy Jenkins and Derek Williams, his sister Alexa Jenkins, grandmother Elaine Davis. Rhett Troutman, joined by Tommy Troutman and Kathy McKinney, his parents, his stepmother April Troutman, his stepfather David McKinney, and his brothers Ryan, Robert, and Rusty. And now Jarek Coles, joined by his parents Dawn and Jerome Coles. And Jarek out to midcourt to receive his framed picture. And athletic director Scott Wiegand there as well. Lots of media, TV cameras out on the court videoing this that they'll play back later tonight. But a very nice ceremony. And now,
I also want to comment that the whole University of Indianapolis coaching staff is standing and applauding also. Now the players are back in the hallway staying loose, and that's understandable. But
sure.
That's a good job by the Indianapolis coaches.
Stan Gerard is the head coach in his 10th season. He's won 20 games 5 times in his career, but again, a very sportsmanlike gesture by the folks at Indy. And now they're going to have a big group picture. And I mean a big group picture. There are a lot of people out there with the players, and Grant Walker's got one of the big smiles, the manager for Bellarmine, and everyone leaning in trying to be a part of the photo. The rest of the players for Bellarmine are huddled around the free throw circle down to our left in front of the Bellarmine bench. And now, for the players who are in uniform, you've got to kind of refocus yourself a little bit because it is a little bit emotional. And
I just think we saw that in the girls' game. They played really bad the first quarter and got down 12 points, and then just kind of took over and dominated Indianapolis the last 3 quarters. But they were a little rattled.
I know you know Beth Bowers and Raven Merriweather very, very well, and I know you're happy to see Raven conclude with a double-double tonight, and Beth nearly did, 16 and 8.
2 points, 2 rebounds away. Yeah, both of them, 18 and 17, I think, points?
17 and 16.
Okay. Yeah, good job by both those girls, and good to see them go out on top here at Knights Hall.
And Bellarmine's women likely will play UMSL in the first round of the conference tournament next week over at Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. Now the teams are stretched out from sideline to sideline, and we are about to have our national anthem before another big crowd here, a lot of them wearing white, as this was billed as a whiteout.
Our nation's flag, and proudly sing along as BU graduate Winnie Spitzer shouts, sings our national anthem.
The national anthem here at Bellarmine. A final regular season home game for the Knights, who again are 24-2 and 15-2 in the GLVC. Indianapolis 17-7, and the Greyhounds are 11-5. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 369, is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine Knights honorary captain of the game. Bellarmine has a long-standing tradition of serving our community, as does IBEW Local 369. It's a tradition of excellence. Here's the way the Greyhounds will line up. Jesse Kempson, a 6'7", 240-pound junior out of Indianapolis, averages 12.6 and 5.7 rebounds. Did not play, sat out with an injury when Bellarmine played Indianapolis at the end of January. He's been back for the last 4 games and has started the last 2, averaging 11 points and nearly 6 rebounds in those 2 games. C.J. Hardaway, a 6'2 junior out of Indianapolis, averages 8.4 points and 4 rebounds, had 4 points, 6 boards, and 2 steals against the Knights the first time around. A.J. Lawton, a 6-foot senior out of Westfield, Indiana, averages 15 points and nearly 4.6 assists per game. He has scored in double figures 17 times. He's 3rd in the conference in assists per game and 15th in scoring. Tate Hall, a 6'6 sophomore from Greenfield, Indiana, averages 16 points and nearly 6 rebounds. He has scored 20 points or more in 7 games this year. And Eric Davidson, a 6'1 senior from Fishers, Indiana, one of the best foul shooters in the country. In fact, he's 7th as he shoots 92.1% from the line. He averages 13. For Bellarmine, it'll be Alex Cook, a 6'7", 200-pound sophomore out of Louisville, averages 10.5 points and 4 rebounds, coming off a 24.9 rebound effort against Truman State. Brent Bach, the 6'1 senior from Augusta, averages 15.4 per game. He's 5th in the conference in three-point percentage at 46.9. Jarek Coles, the 6'1 senior from Omaha, averages 7.4 and 3.7 assists, 2nd in the league in assist-to-turnover ratio. Adam Eberhard, the 6'8 junior from Evansville, averages 14 points and a team-leading 6.3 rebounds and 4.4 assists. He comes off a 16.5 rebound, 7 assist effort against Truman State. And the other starter for Bellarmine will be Ben Wire, a 6'7 sophomore who averages 9 points and 4 rebounds. Over his last 3 games, Ben has hit 9 of 14 from the three-point line, 64%. And you know it's official for a home game here, the final one, regular season, at least at Knights Hall, when you see the bus driver for Bellarmine. Ben Flanagan is here tonight.
I saw Ben. I don't know where he is now, but I saw him when he came in. Yeah, he got here for some of the girls' games.
Yep, he was here early.
You know, looking at the stats from last time we played them, I don't know what game that was that Alex Cook, I don't know how many games he had played since his return.
Came back for the Lemoyne game.
Yeah, but how many games was that from Lemoyne to Indy? I'm not sure, but he only had 4 points is what I'm getting at in the Indy game, and he's playing a little bit better than 4 points a game right now.
Yes, he is. So Bellarmine dressed in the white, and UIndy in the black, trim with gray and white.
I see Nick Holmes is here with his little child and his wife, and his mom and dad are even here sitting right across from us.
Well, Eberhard got way up that time and controlled the tip, and Bellarmine will have it, and the Knights go from left to right. Brent Bach on the right angle to Wire at the top of the circle. Out front to Eberhard. Passes on the left side to Coles. Back to Eberhard on the left wing. Adam pivots around, picks up the dribble to Wire. Right of the circle, his three-pointer. On the rim, it doesn't go. Cook with an offensive rebound, right side. Gets it out to Coles, right of the lane. Dumps it down low to Eberhard. Flings it back out to Coles, all by himself for a 3. Count it.
Backed off of him. Nobody within 10 feet of Jarrett Coles. Hits his first 3.
And here comes Indianapolis. Hardaway on the left side, down in the corner to Hall, out to Lawton on the left wing. They quickly whip it around the perimeter to Davidson. Out front to Hall. Snap pass on the left side. And now Hall gets it back on the right wing. He drives and takes it to the rack and puts it in. Tate Hall, the freshman of the year last season from Greenfield, Indiana, averages 16 a game.
Had 16 against us the last game.
3-2 Bellarmine on the Coles three-pointer, 18:50 to play. Here's Eberhard, gets it down low, right side on the block. It's Cook, passes it out to Wire, his three-pointer, bingo! 2 threes for Bellarmine, 6-2 the Knights lead it.
Ben's been red hot the last 3 games, so now he's 1 out of 2 from the 3 early on.
Davidson to Lawton at the top right. Now to Hall, three-pointer, straight on look is not there. Eberhard high in the air, grabs the rebound. Outlet pass to Brent Bach. Brent front court at the top right. And here's another 3 left of the circle by Wire. A little bit quick in the shot clock off one pass, and he missed it. Lawton fakes the 3. Now flips it to Kempson, and now he fires it out to Hall. His shot from the left of the circle, it's a 3 for Tate Hall, and he has all 5 Indy points.
Why do lefties look so smooth in everything they do? Shooting balls, pitchers, I mean, they just look so smooth.
Left-handed batters.
Yeah.
That looked like Chris Mullen, the old St. John's player.
Yeah.
And now their coach. Here's Bach, left side of the key for Bellarmine. In and out on the dribble, gives it back to Eberhard. High right to Cook. And Alex into the lane, left-handed, finger rolls it up and in. That's his first 2. Alex has that great extension.
Yeah, took it to the hole, and his arm looks like it's 11 feet long.
Like Inspector Gadget, the old cartoon character. Here's Lawton, top of the circle. Right side to Hall, his 3. Bingo! Boy, look out for Tate Hall tonight.
Alex had to get off to help a little bit. He just got off a step, but time he got back, the ball was gone, and it's another 3.
Hall has scored all 8 Indy points. We've played nearly 3 minutes. Bach on the left side for Bellarmine. On the ankle, out front to Wire, right side above the arc, it's Coles, works on Davidson. Jarrett to the right of the lane, out to Wire, left side to Cook. Back to Coles with 7 seconds to shoot. Coles on a drive, down low it goes to Cook. Alex with a reverse layup, put it in.
So Alex had 4 against him earlier, and he's already got 4 tonight. We've only played 3 minutes.
10-8. Bellarmine with the lead. Lawton deep on the left angle, off to Davidson at the top right. Right side to Hall. Cook comes out to get him. Here's Hall dribbling to the top to Kempson, right side of the circle. And now a shot missed from the deep right side, that time by Davidson. Bellarmine the other way. Eberhard at the high left. Adam picks up the dribble to a cutting Bach in the lane, dumps it to Cook, right side of the lane, and now throws a poor pass, whipped it outside to Coles, threw it wide, and it'll be a turnover to Bellarmine. Wire is out for the Knights, and Parker Chitty is in. And Devin Dixon is checked in for Indianapolis. He had 17 points, 6 rebounds, and a block shot. Made 5 of 9 from the field and 7 of 11 from the free throw line in that win by the Greyhounds up in Indianapolis at the end of January.
And he's still out of shape.
Pass on the left side to Hardaway. Dribbles to the left of the key. Right side to Lawton. Lawton out front to Hardaway. Passes on the left side again. Down in the corner it goes to new man in. That is Alex Etherington. There's a drive in the paint. And Etherington rescues the pass. Now to Hall. Hall spins. The lefty puts it up and in again. That's 10 points for Tate Hall. And we've played barely over 4 minutes. There's a long lead pass to Eberhard. Out to Chitty right side. Parker drives. Gives it to Eberhard in the right corner. Adam brings it back out. Passes left side to Chitty. Parker on a drive into the lane. Right side to Coles. 13 seconds to shoot. Out front to Chitty. Parker's pass is deflected out of bounds. And that'll get us to our first timeout. With 15:28 to play here in the first half, our score is Bellarmine 10 and Tate Hall 10. We're tied at 10 with 15.
And I know I'm coming out the other side.
With actually, the official stats here say that he has only 7 points and Milos Jabarkpa has 3. But I don't think that's correct because Jabarkpa is a 7-footer.
Yeah, that's not right.
That's not right. So the stats are wrong. I firmly believe Hall has 2 threes.
Yeah, he does.
And 10 points.
No question about it.
Ramser is into inbound for Bellarmine. And Daniel flips it into Bach at the high left. 15:25 to play. First half, here's Bach on a drive right to the rim, and he tries to pass it out, throws it away. Intercepted by Etherington, who hit a couple of big threes in that first game. Now to Hall out front at the high left to Lawton. Gets it down low to Dixon. Dixon passes it out to Hall. Right back to Dixon, left of the lane. Backs his way down against Eberhard. Feeds it out right side to Hardaway. Drives and lays it in. Hardaway with 2 points. And it's 12-10 Indy. 14:55 to play. C.J. Fleming also in for the Knights. The freshman out of Cincinnati. He has it now on the left sideline. Out front to Chitty. Guarded by Etherington. Right side to Ramser. Bounces to Eberhard against Dixon. Into the left corner to Bach. Brent's three-pointer is short. Rebound fought for. And Etherington, a little taller than Ramser, able to get a hand on it and tip it over to Tate Hall. Passes left side to Hardaway. Hardaway fakes a cross-court pass. Out it comes to Etherington, right of the circle. Back to Hardaway, top of the key. Left side to Hall, down low to Dixon. Faces up, doesn't shoot it. Out to Hardaway, right of the circle. To Lawton, his three, left side of the key is an air ball. And out of bounds, it'll come back to Bellarmine. Mark Dixon, in the previous games, the next 6 games since the Bellarmine game, he's played only 57 minutes and has scored only a total of 17 points.
Yeah, that was just a.
He just had a great night that night.
That was a fluke of all flukes. I tell you, him and Eberhard are really banging each other in there.
Ramser right underneath the basket, couldn't shoot it, got it out to Chitty, baseline left. He drives inside and put it in. Parker Chitty with 2, averages 5.5. And we're tied at 12 with 13:50 to play.
And Parker didn't score in the first game against him. He's much better now than he was.
Here's Hall against Chitty on the left side, and he's called for a walk. And Chitty tried to yank the ball out of Hall's hands. Probably shouldn't have tried to do that.
No.
And he's getting a little bit of a talking to from Steve Devine. And Hall kind of yanked the ball back. Parker's feisty.
Yeah, there's no love lost here between these two teams.
A little bit of an edge to Parker's game, and that can be a good thing. It is a good thing most of the time. He's got it now on the right side, and he's run over by Etherington. And that'll be Alex Etherington's first foul. And the first on Indy. Bellarmine has not committed a foul yet. Chitty to inbound right in front of the Indy bench. Gets it into Cook, who's back in. Left side to Ramser. Daniels three-pointer. Spun the rim. Dixon with the rebound. Gets it to Hall. Tate comes to the offensive end. Chitty guarding him, and Chitty fouled him. That'll be the first on Parker Chitty. Eric Davidson, Jesse Kempson getting ready to come back in, and so is A.J. Lawton for Indianapolis as Hall and Hardaway and Dixon sit down. We're tied at 12, 13:24 to play. First half.
Bellarmine 2 out of 6 from the 3. Indy 2 out of 5.
Kempson, who did not play against Bellarmine in the first game, is in there now, and here's a nice backdoor cut. Davidson took the pass and laid it in.
Yeah, he went backdoor on C.J. C.J. never did know it.
14-12, Indy with the lead. Here is Cook at the top of the circle, left side to Coles. Jarek passes to Chitty on the right side, gets it down low to Cook, but off his hands, stolen away by UIndy. Trevor Lakes is in the game for the Greyhounds. He's the one who got a hand on it. Left side to Etherington, guarded by Chitty. Now out front to Lawton with Coles taking him. There's a pass down low to Kempson in the lane. Feeds it off on the right side, and a three by Lakes is no good. Kempson with an offensive rebound. Gets it out to Davidson, left of the circle. Now to Lawton on a drive to the bucket. And a pass off to Kempson, and Jesse puts it in. Indy up by 4 now, 16-12. Cook at the top of the circle for Bellarmine. Leaves it for Ramser at the high right. Now to Cook, left of the lane. Alex fakes a pass, puts on a dribble. Up and under move, and a whistle. He's called for steps. Bach, Wire, and Eberhard return for Bellarmine. Fleming, Ramser, and Cook are out for the Knights. 16-12, Indy. They've come here to play.
Yeah, they're tough to defend.
And they are, after all, second in the GLVC points rating system.
Fifth in the nation in three-point shooting percentage.
Davidson, right side of the circle. Now to Kempson. He'll try a three. Left side of the circle. Bingo. Kempson now has 5, and Indy on a run, leading 19-12. Here's Chitty on a drive underneath. Leaves it for Wire, and Ben lays it in.
Boy, great pass by Chitty that time.
Wire has 5. 19-14. Indy by 5. Lawton out front. Here's Lakes' three-pointer. Straight on is down the well. Trevor Lakes strips the strings. 22-14. This is Indy's biggest lead. They're up 8. 11.5 to play. Here's Wire on the right angle to Eberhard, right of the circle. Left side to Chitty. Parker, foul line jumper is good. Parker Chitty with 4. 22-16.
Yeah, we're trading them threes for twos and falling behind.
Lawton at the top. Bounce pass off on the right side for Lakes. They threw it away. And that'll get us to a timeout. 11-14 to play in the first half. Indy on a bit of a run here, a 12-6 burst, and they lead Bellarmine by 6, 22-16.
Road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
In action. Both Passport Health Plans and Bellarmine are dedicated to helping Kentuckians live healthier lives. For more information, go to passporthealthplan.com. Well, Indianapolis Mark is shooting 69%.
Yeah, they getting open looks, and even when they're shooting contested shots, they're making them.
Coles at the top of the circle for Bellarmine. On the high left to Chitty. Left side to Cook. Alex on a drive. Cross-court pass to Coles. Moves toward the right of the lane. Now in the paint. Nice fake. Goes up and can't score. But he's fouled by Tate Hall of UIndy. That'll be his first foul. Only the second on the Greyhounds. And at the free throw line, Jarrett Coles. He's an 82% foul shooter. And he'll have a couple here for Bellarmine. And the first is good. So Coles now has 4. Adam Eberhard is back in, replacing Daniel Ramser for Bellarmine. Adam hasn't scored yet. 10:56 to play in the half. 22-17. Indy the lead. And the free throw is good by Coles, so he has 5. And Bellarmine back to within 4.
Yeah, Adam Eberhard hadn't even had a shot yet.
There's a drive by Lawton, and he dribbled it right off his foot, heading towards the right baseline. And it'll come back to Bellarmine. And quickly, Coles motors to the offensive end, into the front court to the left side. Now out high left to Bach, up top to Chitty, right side to Cook. Out front to Coles. Jarek on a couple of dribbles. Now down the left of the lane. Fakes, goes up, and puts it in. Coles going one-on-one there. He has 7 points. Had 19 on the last road trip at Rockhurst, a career high. 22-19, Indy. Lakes on the left wing. Out high left to Davidson, guarded by Bach. Left side to Lakes. Out to Davidson, left to the circle, to the left elbow. At the top right to Hall, guarded by Chitty. Hall, who has 10 points, flips it off to Kempson at the top of the circle. A forced three is way short. And Bellarmine has more pep in their step defensively now, Mark.
They sure did on that possession. That's the second air ball by Indy. They're 4 out of 9, and 2 of them that they've missed have been air balls.
That's from the three-point line. Midway through the half, 22-20. The Greyhounds by 2. Right side to Chitty. Works on Lakes all the way inside, and he threw it away. Intercepted by Davidson. Davidson comes ahead with a right-hand dribble. Leaves it on the right sideline for Hall. Out front to Lakes. Slings it off on the left side here to Lawton. Back out front to Lakes. His pass inside. Batted down by Cook. Recovered by Eberhard. Bellarmine running right down the lane. Here's Cook.
Get in.
Puts it up. No, it spun around the rim and popped out. But Alex draws the foul, and he will go to the free throw line. And for Tate Hall, that's his second foul, and the third on the team. Alex Etherington and C.J. Hardaway at the scorer's table, ready to check in for Indy. C.J. Fleming for Bellarmine, ready to come back in. But first, Alex Cook at the free throw line. And the first is good. He has 5 points. Fleming will replace who?
Fleming came in for Parker.
Parker Chitty. Okay, I looked around there and I didn't see.
Parker's second turnover. Going to get him a little rest. He had a layup there, and he didn't know it.
I was going to ask you whether or not
he had a layup and didn't know it, and then he lost control of it. I don't think he really tried to. He was trying to pass it to the corner, but he lost control of it and it never got to the corner.
Bellarmine has scored 6 in a row as Cook hit the second free throw. We are tied at 22. Lawton angling right across the time stripe. On the right sideline to Davidson. At the top right, Kempson now hands it off to Lawton. Pass into the right corner to Davidson for a 3. In and out. Rebound tipped around. And I think we've got another foul against Indy. It's on Kempson. That'll be his first and the 4th on the team. All of a sudden, Indy has picked up 3 fouls pretty quickly. And now they have 4 for the half. Bellarmine's only committed 1. Eberhard inbounds to Coles. Indy is man-to-man. Here's Bellarmine working it on the perimeter. Fleming on the left angle to Eberhard against Kempson. Eberhard left side of the circle, right side to Fleming. Bounce pass down to Cook, right of the lane against Etherington. Cook to the right side of the lane, throws a bad pass, threw it behind Coles, and Bellarmine turns it over as it rolls into the backcourt.
Turnover number 4 for Bellarmine.
Indy's turned it over 4 times as well. 22 all, 8:57 to play. Etherington will inbound right in front of us here.
Correction, it's 5 turnovers for Bellarmine.
Etherington throws it in backcourt to Lawton. He angles right, dribbling into the offensive end. Guarded by Coles. A bounce pass to Kempson, guarded by Cook on the right block. Jesse turns, looks, he's double teamed, and Bellarmine waving arms and legs, and the ball hit one of the legs.
Hit the foot. Boy, they had a steal there.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
Boy, Alex Cook has 3 of Bellarmine's 5 turnovers, but he's got to play because he's such an offensive threat in there.
And he'll block a shot or 2. Here's Kempson working on Cook down low. Bounce pass it into the left corner to Lawton. Out to Davidson, back to Lawton. His 3 left baseline, no good. Nice rebound by Hardaway, got it away from Fleming. Hardaway drives, fade away on the right baseline, hit it about a 10-footer. C.J. Hardaway has 4, and Indy grabs the lead back, 24-22.
It's 4 points now. They've gotten off second chance opportunities.
And Eberhard fumbled it away on a bounce pass from Fleming. And here comes Indy on the break. Hardaway to the line, to the lane. His pass is nearly thrown away, but Indy rescues the possession. Out to Etherington. 3 from the left side is good by Alex Etherington. 27-22. Indy back ahead by 5. 8 has been their biggest lead at 22-14. Fleming right of the circle. A 3 by CJ off the back of the rim. No good. And Etherington rebounds for Indy. Gets it to Lawton. AJ passes left side to Hardaway. He drives the baseline. Gets it out to Etherington. Drives into the paint. Couldn't score with it there. Threw it back out high left to Lawton. Off top right to Hardaway. Down the right sideline to Davidson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Etherington's three-pointer. Bullseye from the top of the key.
I don't know. You can't do anything else except just get on it so tight to make him put it on the floor. But because Adam was right on him.
30-22. And Indianapolis has hit 6 threes. Bellarmine working on the perimeter. Coles at the high left to Bach. Brent on a drive into the lane and puts it up on the glass and rim. Falls off of there. Rebound Davidson of Indy. Greyhounds attacking into the left corner to Etherington. He feels it, fires it, missed that one. And the rebound knocked away from Cook by Kempson. It'll come back to Bellarmine, and it will get us to a timeout. But Indy extends the lead to 8 once more. It's the Greyhounds 30, Bellarmine 22. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. BAE Systems Defensive Player of the Game. We'll announce that during our Knights Travel post-game show. 6:52 left in the first half, and Indianapolis shooting 43% from the three-point line and 60% overall, and they lead Bellarmine, Mark, 30-22.
Yeah, they're shooting it well from the three-point line, but that's what they shoot for the year. I mean, it's 43%. We got to guard them because they're going to make them. And I didn't think I'd ever say this, but they're playing a little bit harder than Bellarmine right now. A little bit more comfortable with what they're doing, I think, than Bellarmine looks.
Ramser and Wire have come back into the lineup for Bellarmine. Devin Dixon back in for Indy. Parker Chitty is back for the Knights. And here's Bach with a 3 from the left side for Bellarmine.
Shot that one into rhythm, wide open. Good to see. Brent's in a little mini slump.
30-25. Indy by 5. Etherington on the left angle to Davidson. Out front to Lawton. Passes right side to Etherington. He goes baseline, pulls up from there. Missed the 12-footer. Followed up and in by Lawton.
Nobody blocked him out.
That's AJ's first 2. 32-25. Here's a bad pass by Wire. Stolen away by Lawton. Drives and lays it in.
7 turnovers for Bellarmine.
Careless pass. 34-25. This is the biggest lead for UIndy. Wire between the circles on the high left to Chitty. Parker puts it on the deck, drives into the paint. He lost it. Up with it is Etherington. It's a run out for the Greyhounds. Etherington drives around Ramser, puts it in, and a foul on Ramser. Etherington has given Indy 8 points off the bench. Ramser with his first foul, and the Greyhounds lead it by 11, 36-25, and a chance to make it 12. And this crowd a little bit stunned here right now.
Just Bellarmine just turning it over.
And against a team like Indianapolis,
14 points for Indy off turnovers.
very tough to do. Etherington hit the free throw. That's 9 off the bench for Alex Etherington. 37-25, the biggest lead of the night for Indy. Cook between the circles for Bellarmine. Right sideline, they give it up to Coles. Gets a screen from Eberhard. Jarek into the lane. Spins, goes up in traffic, missed the shot. Rebound pulled off of there by Hardaway. Here comes Indy on the run. Hardaway to the line, to the lane. Pitches it back to Davidson, left of the circle. He drives inside, leaves it off for Hardaway. Puts it up and in, and a reverse layup. And a timeout being called for by Bellarmine. With 5:19 left in the first half, the Knights want to talk it over. It's Indy 39 and Bellarmine 25. It's a 30-second timeout. And we will stay right here. At the 6:52 mark, it was 30-22 Indy. So here is a 9-3 Indianapolis run here in the next minute and a half, basically.
Yeah, I mean, Bellarmine's shooting 53% and just getting run out of the building right now.
It's a 29-15 run since the 15-28 mark.
It's just turnovers. Turnovers is the whole deal right now. And Bellarmine is turning it over, seems like every other time down the floor.
I'm trying to see here, Mark, the points off turnover, 17 for Indy. 39-25. It's a 14-point lead, and this crowd says, come on. Jarrett Coles on the left wing for the Knights. Out front to Alex Cook at the top of the circle. High left it goes to Chitty. Passes left side to Coles. Coles to Bach in the left corner. Out front to Cook. Here's Cook left of the lane. Picks up the dribble. Out front to Chitty. Parker left side to Coles. Jarrett is cut off there on the baseline. 6 seconds to shoot. Got it out to Bach. Brent's three is way off target. That's an air ball wide left. And Bellarmine looked pretty disorganized on that possession.
Yeah. As I say, Indy's very, very more comfortable, a lot more comfortable than Bellarmine is running the offense.
C.J. Fleming will go to the scorer's table for the Knights. 4:40 to play in the half. 14-point lead, Indy. Davidson at the high left for the Greyhounds. Out front to Lawton. Passes right side to Hardaway on the angle. Out to Davidson, left of the circle. Left side to Lawton. His pass batted down, stolen by Cook. Saved it inbounds to Chitty. There comes Parker to the offensive end. Lawton meets him there. Out front to Eberhard. Left side to Coles. They get it to Cook, left of the lane. Alex puts it on the deck. He walked.
That's 4 turnovers for Alex, 3 for Parker Chitty. They've committed 8 of Bellarmine's 9 turnovers.
And Indy's ball, 39-25. They lead it as we near the 4-minute mark. Lawton coming here on the left side for Indianapolis. Just above the left hash. Shake and bake move. Pulls up left of the lane. Beauty. A.J. Lawton with 6. 41-25. Indianapolis by 16 here at Knights Hall, where Bellarmine has won 56 in a row. Bach on the left wing to Eberhard, left of the lane. Adams pass underneath. Thrown away. Intercepted by Dixon. Is that 3 straight possessions with turnovers? Here's a blocking foul against Chitty. And Hardaway maybe took the worst of that. And he is shaken up, and that'll get us to a timeout. 3:40 to play here in the first half. It is Indy 41 and Bellarmine 25 on.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub. With exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours. The home of Division II college sports.
Is 17. They've done it 4 times this year, the last being in the game the other day at Truman State. And they have already committed 10 here in the first half tonight.
it's going to have to be under 17 if they're going to win this game.
The last time they played UIndy, Bellarmine turned it over 13 times.
Indy's got 8 more shots than Bellarmine right now.
And they have the ball. Dixon takes the inbounds pass, gets it to Lawton. Out front to Etherington, moves to the right of the circle, stops and fires, missed it, way short.
Woo!
Cook with the rebound, gets it to Chitty. 3.5 to play in the first half. Bach on the left side to Fleming. Left corner to Cook, out front to Eberhard. Top right of the circle to Chitty. Now to Fleming on the right angle, out front Eberhard. Left side Chitty again to Cook, left of the lane. Pass to Fleming on the right side. Eberhard takes his pass and hits about a 16-footer on the right side for his first basket.
Adams' first shot. So we've played 17 minutes, and that's his first shot. Something's wrong with that offense.
41-27, 14-point lead, Indy. Let's see if Bellarmine can get it down to 10 by the half. Here's Davidson, right of the circle. That would be a goal. Dixon at the left side of the circle to Etherington, moves inside. Out it goes to Hardaway. Hardaway, a step back 4 shot is an air ball, saved in by Eberhard, but it came right to Lawton, or Hardaway. And then a whistle from Steve Devine. And he and Bart Lennox have a conversation, one of the other officials.
Wow, now they get to set their offense here.
The shot clock has been reset to 27.
So did that ball hit the rim?
Might have just glanced it, I guess.
Oh, it looked way short.
Did. 2:39 left in the half. 41-27 in favor of Indy. Lawton off on the right side, gives to Hardaway. Now they swing it left side to Davidson, back to Lawton, right side to Etherington. He drives the baseline, shovels it off, stolen away by Cook. Up ahead to Eberhard. Adam dribbles to the left of the lane, picks up the dribble to Bach on the left side. Bach now drives right down the lane, the finger roll up and in. Bach with 5, 41-29. Timeout being called for by UIndy with 2:13 left in the first half. They want to talk it over, and it's a 30, so again, we'll stay right here, and the lead sliced down to 12 at 41-29. But the turnovers by Bellarmine is very uncharacteristic for them. They average committing just under 12 per game, 11.9. That's 6th in the conference, 54th in the country, and they have already turned it over 10 times tonight.
Yeah, they can. They can get back in the game. There's no doubt about that. I mean, as potent as Bellarmine is from the three-point line, they just got to take care of the basketball. That's the whole deal.
41-29, a 12-point Indy lead. 2:13 left in the half. Bellarmine needs to get a couple of stops here and then score on their end. Lawton gets it to Davidson on the left side to Kempson, who's back in. Pitches it to Etherington up top at the high right to Hardaway, and a whistle underneath, a foul. And official Glenn Mayborg says it's on Davidson.
Picked Alex Cook right off as Alex was cutting through there guarding his man.
First foul on Eric Davidson, the 5th on Indy. No free throws yet for Bellarmine. The Knights have committed only 3 fouls.
Yeah, it's only been 5 shots. Bellarmine shot 4, and Indy's only shot 1.
Here's Eberhard, left side of the circle, left of the lane, out front to Cook. Alex open for 3, count it! Alex Cook with 9 now, and Bellarmine has the lead down to 9. 41-32, and the crowd comes to their feet here at Knights Hall. Davidson on the right sideline, on the high left to Lawton. Passes right side to Etherington, nearly short-hopped him out of bounds. Etherington hands to Davidson on a bit of a weave. Now to Hardaway, deep right. Out front to Lawton, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lawton 35 feet from the basket, works on Coles to the right of the lane, out to Hardaway, drives inside, the runner in the paint, no good, and Eberhard with the rebound for Bellarmine. Gives to Fleming, CJ down the floor, left side to Bach, streaks to the goal, can't score, but he'll go to the free throw line. And the foul on Jesse Kempson, his 2nd. So he joins Tate Hall, who hasn't played in a while. He's on the bench with 2 fouls for UIndy. Trevor Lakes will come back in for the Greyhounds, and Bach will be on the line for Bellarmine. Bellarmine was down 41-25, so they've scored 7 in a row since the 3:40 mark when we had our under 4 timeout. And Bach will have a pair, and the first is no good. Spun around the rim and popped out. Lakes into the game for UIndy, replacing Jesse Kempson.
First miss by either team. Brent hits that one.
Right in the bottom. He has 6 points, 41-33, 8 straight for Bellarmine. As we near the 1 minute mark to play here in the first half. Indy with the lead and the ball. Hardaway dribbling it out front, passes on the left side to Lawton, drives to the right of the lane, put it up and in off the window. A.J. Lawton with 8.
Just flat went by Jarrett Coles.
43-33, 10-point lead. Here's Bach open for a 3 in the left corner. Got it! 9 for Brent, 43-36. 35 seconds to play in the half. Here's a steal by Fleming. Took it away from Hardaway. Fleming picks up the dribble and throws it out high to Eberhard. 43-36. Yep. Bellarmine.
CJ, I'm not sure who it was, but he was listening to his coach, and CJ just stepped in there and took it away from him.
Took it away from Hardaway. Here's Coles being guarded tightly by Lawton. Let's see if Bellarmine calls a timeout here, or will they play? Nope, they're going to play, it looks like. Cook, backdoor cut. Nice. Eberhard lays it in. Beautiful pass. 3 seconds left. Lakes gets it off right side, and Davidson is called for steps. And Bellarmine is right back in the game. They have scored 13 straight points with 0.3 of a second left in the first half. It was 41-25 Indy, and they're going to look to see if there should be more time on the clock. It was 41-25 UIndy with 3:40 to go, and they were in the midst of a 19-9 run since the 11-14 mark. And now Bellarmine has scored 13 straight points to get back to within 5.
And no turnovers.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Still sitting on 10. If they keep it under 17, they'll win the ball game. 1.4. Well, 1.4 seconds.
Now Bellarmine will have to come the length of the court. And they will inbound from across the way on the left sideline. Eberhard, I think he has the best arm. So he's going to try to throw this long, maybe.
Just don't get a stupid, well, we've only got 3 fouls, so we're all right.
Eberhard looking. He flings it into the front court. Cook makes the catch. Fade away on the baseline. Short. And that is the end of the first half. Wow. 43-38 is the score. Indy leads it here at the break. And Felton Spencer will join us here and talk some basketball with us. And Felton, I would imagine you're feeling much better now than you were at the 3:40 mark when you were down by 16, only a 5-point deficit now.
Well, we did a good job at the end of the half of actually getting into them and guarding somebody, and we started to move the basketball a little bit and get into a rhythm where we had some scoring opportunities.
And didn't turn it over.
Exactly. We held on to the ball. The first 15 minutes of the half, we didn't really guard anybody. We let them just shoot layups. And offensively, we were very stagnant. We were just kind of standing around and just kind of watching. But I think we've kind of figured it out. They've gotten to a better rhythm now, and hopefully we can keep that momentum going.
What adjustments do you foresee being made here in the second half?
Well, the main thing is we've got to make them put the ball on the floor. We know they live and die by the three-point shot. We've got to run them off the three-point line, make them put the ball on the floor. And on our offense, we just have, as long as we're moving and let the offense stay in a good flow and get a good rhythm, we'll get shots.
All right, thank you, Felton. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, guys.
43-38 is our score. Indy leads it here at the half, but Bellarmine, who was down by 16 with 3:40 to play in the half, right back in it, feeling better now, down by just 5 at 43-38. Our Highland Insurance halftime programming will commence here in just a few moments. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Bellarmine is my home away from home. I feel like I have a family there. All the people around me really made me feel like I always had someone to go to.
Everybody's got a friendly smile. Everybody looks excited to go to class, and like professors even stop in the quad to talk to you, and that's something that you don't find everywhere.
When someone asks you how your day is, they actually want to know.
That connectedness kind of pushes everyone as a collective group to be something more.
You can talk to anyone on campus and they'll tell you that the thing that they love most is the small class sizes and things like that, so that they can really understand and perfect what they're learning and then take it and utilize it in whatever they want to do with it.
My teachers are amazing. They go out of their way to make sure we achieve our goals.
Bellarmine professors not only want you to succeed within the classroom, but outside of the classroom. Campus life is exciting and welcoming and fun.
There's always something going on. Every student is passionate about what they do or what they want to do.
Everyone feels a sense of belonging at Bellarmine, and everyone feels a sense of community.
I know that Bellarmine really cares about whether or not their students can afford the university, and they go out of their way to make sure they can afford the university.
They do an excellent job of making sure that students who need financial aid and things like that get it in any way that they can.
Study abroad is so accessible for students at Bellarmine.
This next semester I'm studying abroad in Spain, so they've done a lot to get me involved. They actually got me a job teaching English to students over there.
Last winter, I actually got to go to London and Dublin, and I fell in love with both places, and that wouldn't have been possible without Bellarmine.
I don't think I would be who I am today without Bellarmine University.
I look at this place and it's home. It's really allowed me to see things from different angles and different sides of things.
It definitely gives me a variety of perspectives, and that's what I value most about it.
The community is so welcoming and hospitable that no matter where you're from or who you are, you can feel at home.
The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, lucky boy, the corn tops dry and the meadows in the blue, while the birds make music, the birds make music all day, music all day. The young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. Time, my heart time, come a-knocking at the door. Then my old Kentucky home. Good night, good night. Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home.
Knights Nation is great because it allows everyone to get involved on campus, regardless of where they come from. They don't have to be just athletes. And really, we welcome anyone with open arms to come out and support our teams.
As a student athlete myself, it's really important that people come out to the game and support all the hard work you do, not just for the games on the field, but off the field in the classroom. It's really awesome when we see coaches and players happy after games, not only because they won, but so many people showed up, and knowing that we had a little hand in that is really cool to walk away with.
What I really love about it is that we have so much love at this school, and we got enthusiasm, cheerful people, and Knights Nation does its best to channel that enthusiasm, to our sports teams. We get all kinds of people out at soccer games, basketball games, lacrosse games, field hockey games, softball games, baseball games. But we have a great time doing it, and it's a great organization, and it's one of the many reasons I love Bellarmine University.
My name is Patricia. I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland, and I'm studying here at Bellarmine because I wanted a small community. I wanted to make loads of new friends and just become involved on campus and off campus as well. The first thing I saw was St. Robert's Gate, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. And then you could see the soccer pitch, and I was just so excited for my year here. I'm usually quite busy, so I don't have that much time to talk to them, but I would say to them, I'm having such a great time and I don't want to come home.
Bellarmine 58%, and the Greyhounds with a 5-point lead at 43-38. As we get ready to get this second half underway, let's quick get our 30-second break in here right before the half. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. We get this second half underway, the final regular season game of the season here at Knights Hall. Indy with the basketball as they have Hardaway in the left wing, out front to Davidson. Right side, they got it to Lawton, back to Hall. The lefty fires up a three. It's off the mark. And the rebound to Eberhard.
Thought it was going to be the same way the game started.
Yep, Hall hit the first 10 points for Indy. Cook on the left side for Bellarmine, gets it to Eberhard, down on the left block, and he got it poked away by Lawton. Nice play. Got it up ahead to Hardaway. He's 1-on-2. Leaves it for Kempson into the left corner and gets it out to Lawton. Right of the circle to Davidson. Steps inside the three-point line. Missed it. Rebound Cook of Bellarmine. Outlets to Bach. Brent's 1-on-1 with Lawton to the basket. Missed the layup. And we go the other way with Hardaway. Hardaway attacking right down the lane. His pass batted down. He got it back into the left corner to Lawton. Out to Hardaway. A lot of action here in the first minute, but no points yet for either side. Lawton out front, 10 seconds to shoot on the right angle to Davidson. Now to Kempson, right of the circle. Back to Davidson, right side, out to Kempson. Three-pointer on the way, got it. Jesse Kempson, his second three.
Yeah, Bellarmine needed that first basket and had two opportunities.
Bach missed a layup, 46-38. Indy with the lead. Here's Coles at the right of the circle, out front to Cook. Bounce pass to Wire, left of the lane, faces up on Kempson, and drills a 10-footer right in his face. Ben Wire now has 7, 46-40. UIndy by 6, 18-20 to play in the game. Davidson on the right side, guarded by Bach. Davidson above the circle, gets it to Kempson in the foul circle. Now to Hall out front. Tate. Stop and go move to the right of the lane. Right side to Davidson. Out to Hall. Swing it to Lawton. Lawton goes baseline and leaves it for Kempson. He's triple teamed. Dribbles off into the left corner. Now stops and fires way short. He was right up against the shot clock. Here comes Bellarmine attacking. Eberhard to Wire. Left side to Coles. Now to Cook left of the lane. Faces on Kempson. Now goes into the lane. Pitches to Wire right corner. Right of the lane to Eberhard. They swing it to Bach on the left side. Brent dribbles into the paint. Right corner to Cook. A whistle. And what do we have?
Out of bounds. Standing out of bounds. Another turnover. That's 2 turnovers now this half.
And 12 for the game. Mark says Bellarmine needs to keep it under 17, which is their season high, to win.
Oh, right there.
And here's nearly an over and
Ooh,
back.
That's close.
Bart Lennox says,
close.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't because the ball wasn't over either. All 3 things got to be across.
It's Lawton on the left angle.
But boy, it was close.
Gets it to Kempson on the left side. Kempson backs his way down, out to Hardaway, drives into the paint, lost the ball, and I think we've got a charge against Hardaway.
Yeah, Jarrett Coles just took one a couple minutes ago and didn't get the call, but he got that one.
Hardaway with his first foul. 46-40, Bellarmine trailing by 6. The Knights led early. Their biggest lead was by 4. Here's Coles on the left wing. Gets it to Eberhard, left of the lane. Against the smaller man, Lawton. Adam goes into the paint, and we've got a foul against Lawton that time for Indy. AJ picks up his first foul. Eberhard, Mark, 6'8". Lawton,
I know.
6 feet.
I thought maybe it was just something happened and they got confused the first time, but he's on him the whole time, so I don't know what the plan is there, but we'll see.
Here's Coles, had it stripped away, taken away by Hardaway. leads the break. A bounce pass to Kempson, and he lays it in. Bellarmine can't afford that.
3 turnovers in 3 minutes.
48-40. Indy with the lead. Here's Cook at the right of the circle. At the top right to Bach. Bach out front to Wire. Wire puts it on the floor on Kempson to the left of the lane. Wire stops. Out to Eberhard between the circles. Adam comes toward the top of the key against Lawton. And here's a pass underneath and a layup put up and in by Bach as he got free. Tough shot.
Brent knew he was in trouble. Just standing over there watching. He knew he was in trouble and he just cut.
48-42. Bellarmine down 6. Kempson passes on the left side to Hall. Now down in the corner to Hardaway, to Lawton, left of the circle. Bounce pass to Kempson. Guarded by Wire. Jesse spins to the baseline. Bounce pass across court. Got it to Hardaway, and now to Davidson in the right corner. Poked away by Eberhard. Out it goes to Hardaway right side. Hardaway drives in the lane. Underhand scoop is no good. Rebounded by Eberhard. Gives it to Bach. Brent to Eberhard at the foul circle. His pass batted down by Hall and out of bounds, and that will get us to a timeout. 15:38 to go. Bellarmine still a little turnover prone. They trail by 6, 48-42. UIndy leads it. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
Get to 85 points. They'll have the drive for 85, courtesy of Zaxby's. Everybody here who has the ticket will get some chicken, won't they?
Just got an explanation from referee Bart. He said that would have been over and back if the ball had been in play, but since it was a throw-in from out of bounds, there is no over and back.
Okay.
How about that? Didn't know that rule. And Bart was nice enough to come over and tell us that.
And he does know the rules.
Yeah.
Eberhard on the left sideline to inbound for Bellarmine. C.J. Fleming and Parker Chitty have come in for the Knights. As Bellarmine attacks, here's Fleming, a three from the left side. He missed that one. Rebound fought for, tipped out into Bach in the lane. He missed it, tips it back outside, and it goes right to Hardaway on the sideline. Hardaway's 1-on-3, pulls up and fires, no good. Eberhard rebounds, gets it to Fleming. Down the floor it goes to Bach, left side. Brent going right to the basket, lays it in, got it around Dixon. Bach has 13 and 4 in the half. 48-44, UIndy with the lead. Etherington into the right corner to Lawton, out to Etherington above the arc. Etherington moves it out to the right of the circle as he's come in now for UIndy and has played well. Here's a drive by Hall, and here's a whistle, and I think we've got a foul on Bellarmine this time. It's on Bach. First foul on Brent and the first on the team. So UIndy will inbound. Ahead by 4. Let's see what happened here. Teams are going to their benches, and they're going to look at the monitor to see if, I guess, the contact was made above the shoulder. The only thing I can think of.
I guess.
That play took place at the opposite end of the floor, and there were bodies in the way. And I'm told now that somebody on Indianapolis may have shoved Parker Chitty
after the play,
and they may be looking to see if that was malicious or just an accidental type of maneuver.
I didn't see anything Parker did, but doesn't mean he didn't.
48-44, Bellarmine is back to within 4, but Indianapolis has been a tough nut to crack here tonight. And Bellarmine, Bart Lennox says, nope, we're good. Play on. Boys will be boys.
Only 2 points so far for Indy off turnovers. That's a plus.
After
we gave up 19 the first half.
Right. 21 for the game for the Greyhounds. And it'll be an inbounds play with, and now Fleming and Lawton kind of bumping a little bit. Here's Hardaway with the inbounds to Lawton in the left corner. He drives, puts up the teardrop, and he got it. Nice play by Lawton. He has 10. He got around Fleming and then lofted it up over Alex Cook. And here's an illegal
Another
screen.
Turnover, Alex Cook.
And that's a foul, too.
Yeah.
That's his first. 6-point lead, Indy, and the Greyhounds with the ball. 50-44 is the score. And here is Lawton walking across the midcourt line, guarded by Fleming. Lawton trying to go baseline. CJ cut him off. Out to Etherington. Eberhard comes to cover him up. Hands it off, and it's stolen away.
He grabbed him. Daggone it.
And Bach would have had a layup.
Yeah, it's going to be a layup, but he
foul.
grabbed him at the last second.
Hardaway committed it. And he didn't, wrap him up.
No, he just reached for the ball.
He reached. It's not an intentional foul.
Sure.
Some of the fans want that, but that's...
Sure kept Bellarmine from getting 2 points, so.
50-44. Well, maybe somebody will make a three.
A three, yeah, there you go.
Fleming at the high left, out front to Cook. Alex to Eberhard at the top of the circle. Adam on a drive into the right corner to Bach for a three-pointer. Got it! There you go.
Good pass there by Adam Eberhard. He's got to touch the ball in that paint because he makes a bonehead pass every now and then, but he makes a lot of good ones.
There's a whistle.
Timeout.
A 30-second timeout being called for by Indy. I think Alex Cook thought there was going to be a foul called on him. But they extended to a full, so we'll take a break as well. 13:58 to play in a tense Knights Hall. 50-47. Indy leads Bellarmine. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Yeah. Not going to do that, are they?
Knights Travel postgame show. We'll have our Burkhead Heating and Cooling hot player of the game. And your guess is as good as mine as to who that'll be. At the beginning of this game, I would have given it to Tate Hall from Indianapolis. He came out and scored the first 10 points, but he hasn't scored since.
Brent Bach making a run at that now. He's got 16.
And scored 7 here in this half. Trevor Lakes has checked in for Indy. It's the Greyhounds' ball in their end. Right side it comes to Etherington. He drives baseline, and there's a foul on Cook. Alex couldn't get there to get his left foot anchored to the baseline in time. Second foul on Alex, and the third on Bellarmine.
3 apiece on Bellarmine and Indy.
Here is Hardaway getting it into Lawton, guarded by Fleming. Back to Lakes in the right corner. Here's a whistle.
Wow.
Travel. And Stan Gerard has a kind of a quizzical look on his face.
Yeah, I thought the call was he was standing out of bounds down there like we were a minute ago, but he called walking.
Parker Chitty is into the game also for Bellarmine. Parker dribbles to the offensive end. Out front to Cook. Left side it goes to Fleming. Back to Cook, rather pass underneath off the hands of Cook as Eberhard tried to deliver it to him. Bellarmine turns it over.
Oh.
And that's 15 for Bellarmine, 5 in this half. Fleming is out, Coles is in.
Yeah, CJ's a little gimpy.
You know, in practice yesterday, he tried to tell the coaches that he was fine, but he wasn't all that fine.
No, he used that belt and stretched over there for 15 minutes.
There's a drive right down the lane by Lawton, took it right to the rack, and he put it in for his 12th point, and it's a 52-47 Indy lead. Lawton having a big game. He has 12 points for the Greyhounds. Chitty out front, passes it on the left side to Eberhard. Down low to Bach. He missed a close one inside. Tipped up, no good. He battles for it again. Hall grabs it, gets it now to Davidson. Loops a pass on the right side to Etherington. Out front to Davidson. Now to Lawton between the circles. Lawton guarded tightly by Chitty. Lawton on the left sideline. Comes across the top. Still working with it. Picked up there by Bach. Back to Lakes. He gets it off to Etherington. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Davidson out front. Left corner to Etherington. Three-pointer. Short and diving to the floor. Push there was Eberhard. Lakes with the foul.
Lakes just smiling about it.
Fourth on the Greyhounds. Boy, Bach can make threes, but he's missed a couple of layups
in there. That was a great pass from Eberhard to Brent.
Bach is 5th in the conference in three-point shooting percentage, 14th in scoring. Coles with the ball on the left angle for Bellarmine. They get it to Eberhard, left of the lane. Here's a backdoor cut, and the pass off the hands of Chitty. Bellarmine turns it over for the 6th time.
That was not a good pass. Just a bad pass.
Wow.
I mean, we're trying to hit home runs on these passes, and we're not even close.
52-47 Indy, 12-17 to go. Lawton at the high right for Indianapolis. Working out to Lakes. His three from the top of the circle. He hit it. Trevor Lakes, a 46.5% three-point shooter. He's now hit 2 tonight, and he has 42 made threes on the year, and the lead back up to 8. Bellarmine got it down to 3. Here's Eberhard driving, and a whistle. Adam hit the deck again, and this foul is against Indianapolis. It's on Alex Etherington, his 2nd and the team's 5th. Timeout on the court, 11:54 to go. Indy, after the 3 by Trevor Lakes, leads Bellarmine 55-47. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Defensive player of the game during our Knights Travel post-game show. That'll be a little bit later on. Bellarmine work to do here. They'll need some defense because all of a sudden Indianapolis has scored 5 straight points here in 2 minutes. And they have stretched a 3-point advantage up to 8 at 55-47. Indy's biggest lead was by 16 at 41-25 late in the first half. Bellarmine cut it down to 5 at the end of the half, 43-38, but Indy stubborn, leading by 8, and it's Bellarmine's ball.
Bellarmine's last 3 possessions have been 2 turnovers and a missed layup. He just can't do it in a game like this.
Here's Chitty with the inbounds to Eberhard out at the free throw line. Adam foul line jumper on the rim and in. 6 points for Eberhard, 55-49, a 2-possession game. Indy with the lead. Here's Tate Hall on the left sideline, out front to Lakes, leaves it for Lawton, left of the circle, fakes the 3, Now drives into the lane. He's cut off by Eberhard, who took it away. Ball rolls behind him. Scooped up, though, by Coles. Jarek attacking. Right side to Bach. He nearly lost the dribble. Pulls it back out. And now leaves it off for Eberhard. Had it batted right back to Bach. Brent to the left of the lane. To Cook in the left corner. Alex nearly walked. Got it out to Eberhard. Top right to Chitty. Right side to Coles. Coles gets it to Cook. Right of the lane. Alex puts it on the deck. Flips it out front. Here's Coles with a three-pointer. Bingo!
Wow. Alex stayed under control that time. Just made the simple pass. Back out to the top.
55-52, a three-point lead, and the crowd comes to their feet here at Knights Hall. Here's Tate Hall on a drive. Right side to Davidson. Into the right corner. A three-ball miss there by Lakes. Ball loose on the deck. Bach after the rebound. And a foul against Etherington of Indianapolis. His third.
6 on Indy.
6 on the Greyhounds is exactly right.
So 10:44 to go. Bellarmine will shoot the bonus from here on out.
And can tie it with a 3.
If we can hold the ball long enough to get fouled.
Right. Coles with it, dribbling it out front. On the left side, he gets it to Eberhard at the elbow. Out front to Cook. Right of the circle to Coles. Coles down low, right side. Got it to Eberhard. Adam backs his man down. Fade away, poked away by Lawton. Here he goes, one-on-one with Coles, and he lays it in.
Wow.
A.J. Lawton is just so quick with his hands, able to reach in and poke it away from Eberhard. Took it to the rack, and all of a sudden the lead up to 5 again.
And that's why he's guarding ahead of Eberhard, I guess.
Yep.
He's giving him fits in there. There's no doubt about it.
Pretty good strategy, as it turns out here by Coach Stan Gerard of Indianapolis. Midway through the half, 57-52. Bellarmine trailing. Here's Cook at the top of the circle. Off to Bach at the high right. Brent fakes, drives on Davidson, takes it up inside, missed it again, tipped it in that time. Bach has 18, 57-54. Indy by 3. Crowd trying to help Bellarmine here. But Indy having none of it to this point. Crowd coming to their feet. Left sideline, Lawton faking, dribbles into the left corner, out to Hardaway, guarded by Coles. Hardaway spins into the lane, up in traffic, no good, tipped up, no good. Cook with a rebound for Bellarmine. Gives to Chitty. Parker, front court to Cook. Alex right down the lane, missed the layup, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds. And a whistle and a foul against Indy. 9:28 to go. Cook will be on the line. And I'm trying to remember I think they're going to look at they're going to come to the scores table to check on the foul. I was a bit confused on the gesture on by the officials as signaling the number. And they're going to check the monitor.
People behind us telling us 31.
To see who the foul was on. Well, that would be Lakes if they are correct. This slows the momentum a little bit.
Don't like this. Just look at it real quick here.
Cook will be on the line. Bellarmine is not finishing at the rim, though, tonight.
No.
At least they haven't yet.
Adam Brent's missed 2 layups. He did tip one in, though, after he missed it.
It's on Lakes. So that's the 7th team foul. And we will have Cook at the free throw line. Or are they going to say, he was fouled in the act?
Still, Indy's got 8 more shots than Bellarmine. That's what it was at halftime. It's still the same way.
Well, Bellarmine has turned the ball over 7 more times, so they've equaled their season high now of 17 turnovers. And Alex Cook at the free throw line for the Knights, and the first is good. So Alex in double figures now with 10. Parker Chitty is out. Daniel Ramser in for Bellarmine. 50.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
6 or 7 from the free throw line for Knights. Indy's only been there 1 time.
57-55. Cook's second is perfect. 57-56. This is as close as Bellarmine has come in a long time. Crowd standing again. 9:20 to go as Hardaway gets it to Lawton on the right side. Around the perimeter to Davidson. Off to Hardaway, right of the circle. Chant of defense from the crowd. Here's Hall on a drive, in traffic, banked it, no good. Rebound fought for, rolls out of bounds off of Eberhard. He thought it was off of Kempson. And it'll be Indy's ball with 9:09 to go, and the Greyhounds up by 1. And the Bellarmine coach is told to go sit back down.
Talking to the players. Players were all standing. Boy, Adam had that in his hands.
Lawton with the inbounds to Hardaway way out front. Bellarmine in that familiar man-to-man. Here's a drive by Hall, got right around Eberhard. Missed the layup, though, and Eberhard grabs the rebound. Gets it to Ramser front court, to Cook. Alex drives, lays it in. Woo! Cook with a reverse layup, 13 points for Alex Cook. Bellarmine with the lead, 58-57. 8:45 to go. Davidson on the right angle to Hardaway, top left to Lawton. Now to Hall, left of the circle, right down the lane. Here comes Lawton, missed the shot, and a blocking foul underneath against Eberhard.
He's pointing to the arc, saying that Adam was in the arc.
First foul on Adam Eberhard and the fourth on Bellarmine. And we'll have free throws for redshirt senior A.J. Lawton. Averages 15 points, 4.5 assists. And he'll have 2 here. And the first to try and tie the game. He's got it. Indy as a team shoots 73%, 5th in the conference. 15 points for A.J. Lawton. He's their leading scorer tonight. He's played very good defense also. Free throw is no good. We're tied at 58, 8:35 to go. Here's Bellarmine attacking. Bach on the right sideline, out front to Cook. Alex to Eberhard at the top of the circle. Eberhard faking, nearly lost the dribble again from Lawton. And Adam needs some help, throws it way out front to Coles. Gives it for Bach to Bach. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bach looking to create, drives the lane, and Brent had it knocked away, got it back, missed the shot inside again. He's missed more layups tonight than he has in his previous games at Bellarmine.
But he'll go to the line for 2 here.
He got fouled by Lawton, his second foul. That's 8 on Indy. Bellarmine trying to get to 10 as quickly as possible so they can have 2 free throws the rest of the game. Bach hits the first. He's got 19 points. Scored 24 against Indy in the first meeting. Lawton is now out of the game.
He's not going to be out long. It's
No.
going to be a timeout here in 9 seconds, so he'll be back in.
Bach hit the free throw. So he's got 20, 60-58. Bellarmine's biggest lead tonight has been 4. Tate Hall on the left sideline to C.J. Hardaway. And now a whistle and...
Yeah, a little elbow thrown in there, hit Daniel Ramser.
They foul against Indy, and that will get us to a timeout. It was on Tate Hall. That's his 3rd foul, and the 9th against the Greyhounds. Now, with 7:57 left, it's Bellarmine with the lead. The Knights 60 and Indy 58.
Go, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go. Go.
5:47 with 11:54 to go. Bellarmine in the last 2:57 has gone on a 13-3 run and has grabbed the lead over Indy 60-58. This has been some game.
It's been a wonderful game. Just got to come out on the good end now.
Alex Cook will take it out of bounds for Bellarmine. Bounces it into Jarrett Coles. No pressure by UIndy. Bellarmine going from right to left, dressed in the home white. Indy in the black, trim with white and silver. Here's a backdoor cut. Bach lays it in off the window.
Called that one out of the huddle during the timeout, and Bach gets a layup.
62-58. Brent Bach has scored 22 points, and he scored 13 in this half. Hall on the left sideline gets it to Kempson, left of the lane, backs his way down. Ball knocked away by Ramser, and Kempson throws it way out near midcourt to Davidson. Off to Hardaway, left side of the circle. Hardaway fakes left, comes right, leaves it for
Illegal
Hall.
screen, yeah. Daniel Ramser takes that one.
Another foul against Indianapolis. That'll be on Hardaway, his third, and that's the 10th on the team. So from here on in, it's 2 free throws for Bellarmine. 62-58, Knights leading by 4. So it's a 15-3 run, and now Stan Gerard is talking to Bart Lennox.
Yeah, he was yelling at the other umpire, "You're taking over the game." The other referee.
62-58. Bellarmine in the lead. Here's Coles left of the lane. Out front to Cook. Looks in at Eberhard. Back to Coles on the left side. Now to Eberhard left of the lane. Faces up on Etherington. Adam in the paint. Fakes. Bounce pass underneath to Cook. Goes up. Banks it in. Took some contact from Kempson, but strong enough to finish at the rim. Cook has 15. 64-58. It's a 17-3 Bellarmine run. Timeout Indy, and they want to talk it over. It's a 30-second timeout with 6:54 remaining, and Bellarmine on a 17-3 run.
Coach having a long discussion with that same referee. That was definitely an illegal screen there that they threw up against Ramser. That wasn't any fake it to that one.
The last 5 minutes, this run has taken 5 minutes exactly. From 11:54 when Indy led 55-47, Bellarmine on a 17-3 burst and lead it now by 6, their biggest lead of the night.
And how many turnovers have we made during that run?
Well, a couple.
No, we've not made a turnover since that run started. Nope.
I was just in the habit of seeing turnovers, being committed by Bellarmine. It's Indy's ball, 64-58. Tate Hall, who has scored 10 points, but none since very early in the game, gets it to Lawton, right corner to Davidson, guarded tightly by Bach. Out high right to Lawton, off to Hall at the top left. 12 seconds to shoot. Hall comes to the top of the circle, needs some help at the high right to Lawton. 6 seconds to shoot. Lawton spinning against Coles, fadeaway jumper, short, and Ramser with the rebound.
Great defense, Jarrett Coles that time.
They had Etherington over on the left side, open if they had reversed the ball.
Yep, never did get over there.
Nope. Here's Coles on the left side, gets it down low to Eberhard. Adam turns, puts it in with the right hand.
Easy.
19-3 run. 66-58 Bellarmine as we near the 6-minute mark. Etherington right angle to Hall. Back to Etherington on the right wing, guarded by Ramser. Out to Hall against Eberhard. Tate at the top of the circle, in the foul circle, around to the left, challenges Cook, puts it up, no good. War for the rebound, won by Eberhard. Swings his arms to create a little space, gets the outlet pass to Bach. Brent drives and lays it in. Whistle, timeout called for by Indy. 60-58, 5:44 to go. Bellarmine on a huge run now, and we'll take a timeout. 5:44 left. It's Bellarmine 68, Indy 58. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
I think there was one turnover during that run. Adams passed to Alex down here. That bullet he threw out of bounds. But I'm not sure exactly when that was. Don't know what that announcement was.
Bellarmine leading 68-58 using a 21-3 run over the last 6 minutes and 10 seconds, sparked by Brent Bach, who has scored 24 points, 15 here in the second half. He had 24 the first time around. Here's Lawton dribbling for Indy down the left side, takes it to the right, blocked by Cook, and they say score the goal.
Wow.
Goaltending against Bellarmine.
I think it had already hit the glass when Alex got to it.
Yeah.
Boy, he was a foot and a half above the rim on that one.
Lawton gets credit. He has scored 17, and he scored 9 in this half for UIndy. Stops that Bellarmine run briefly, 68-60. 5:20 to go. Bach on the left angle for the Knights. Out front to Ramser. Ramser off to Coles on the right sideline. A screen from Eberhard. Jarek right down the lane. Leaves it for Cook. Alex reverse layup. He put it in. Alex Cook has scored 8 in this half and 17 for the game. 70-60 Bellarmine. We near the 5-minute mark. Here's a 3 missed out of the left corner by Etherington. And Eberhard with the rebound gives it to Bach. Brent into the front court for the Knights. Out front to Eberhard. Adam left of the lane. Picks up the dribble underneath Ramser. Reverse layup is good. Bellarmine has got it rolling now like a snowball rolling down the hill. 72-60. Knights by a dozen. 4:40 to go. Etherington between the circles for Indy. Pass on the left side to Etherington, or rather to Hardaway. Now out front to Lawton. 4.5 to play. 10 seconds to shoot. Lawton way out on the left side. He stops and fires a 3 and hit it. Lawton, challenge 3. Now has 20 points, 72-63. Bellarmine with the lead.
I mean, he wasn't going to pass that ball. He was going to shoot it no matter what. And he did.
12 points for Lawton in this half. Here's Bach on the left angle. Brent with 24 points on the game. Bounces to Eberhard left of the lane. Pass right side to Coles. Jarek with a three-pointer. In and out, and rebound fought for. Ramser over the back.
It's all right. Good foul. It's only 5.
Ramser commits the foul for Bellarmine, his second. And with 3:54 left, we'll take a break. It is Bellarmine 72 and Indy 63. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Here's Hall out to Davidson. A challenge three partially blocked by Cook. Eberhard grabs the rebound, and Coach Stan Gerard says, don't press, don't foul. And Parker Chitty just dribbles it into the offensive end. Make it 57 in a row here at Knights Hall. Bellarmine wins it over Indianapolis. The final score, 82 to 67. And the teams go through the handshake line. And when we come back, we will try to visit with not one, but two Bellarmine players. And we'll have that as we continue from Knights Hall. They scored 35 points here in the last 11 and a half minutes of the game. Those two runs won this ball game for you guys here tonight. What was happening, Jarek, first of all, in the first half when you got down by 16 points?
Yeah, we definitely we had some lapses in the first half, and, that happens. But I just want to, say thank you, and I love you to my teammates, man. I mean, we work hard every day, and that's the reason why we were able to come back through this adversity. Because it's always going to be adversity, man, but we work so hard during practice. We deserve this, man.
Brent, I always get the feeling that you just will not let Bellarmine lose, and you took over this game in the second half.
No, man, it was a team effort. We just keep pushing, and and we gotta hold each other accountable. No matter if we're down 20, 30, we got to keep working, and that's our mentality through the whole season. And we're not done. We got a lot of games left, and we're ready to go.
What was the story with the turnovers here tonight? All of a sudden,
hey, it happens. Some people have their night with turnovers, but it's our job, especially as captains, for us to pick them up.
Big crowd, jitters. Yeah. That's all it was.
jitters. Yeah.
What was it like? You have to you do go through the ceremonies. Your families are there. You're obviously excited about that, and then you got to try to refocus here pretty quickly. Was that a difficult thing to do?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, just seeing my father and my mother come to my last home game is it's an emotional feeling. And right after that, man, you got to get right in the game mode. So you have to, you got to pick it up quick.
I don't know if the whole town of Augusta was here tonight to see you, but a lot of them were, weren't they?
I'd say half of them probably was. And shout out to them for coming out and supporting me. And I love them all. And these fans were great. I had cold chills from going out, and it was awesome.
2,196 here to see this game tonight. Congratulations, 57 in a row. You guys only lost one game here in your career. That was somebody else's fault, not yours. So congratulations, and go have some fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, that's Jarek Coles and Brent Bach. They were terrific, as they most always are each night for the Bellarmine Knights. Bellarmine wins it over Indy 82 to 67. We will begin our Knights Travel postgame show after we take this time out. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. 35-12 run over the final 11 minutes and 54 seconds, and they win tonight over Indianapolis 82-67. There were 2 runs, as we talked about, with Brent Bach and Jarek Coles. Bellarmine had a 13-2 run to end the first half when they were down 41-25 to cut the deficit to 43-38. And then there was that game-ending run over the final 11 minutes and 54 seconds when they went on a 35-12 burst to coast home, as it turns out, 82-67. At one point, it was a 21-3 run. At another point, 25-8. Market closed out 35-12, and Bellarmine committed just 1 or 2 turnovers
in that run.
During
they
that
committed
run.
2 turnovers in that run. Yeah, and one of them was inside the last minute where it really didn't count. So, I mean, if they'd taken care of the ball the first half, it wouldn't have been. We would have had a lead at halftime, probably pretty comfortable, but we didn't, and it wasn't because all because of Bellarmine. Indianapolis had a little bit to do with that too.
Indianapolis shot 60% in the first half, 18 out of 30, and they led 43-38. Tate Hall for Indy scored the first 10 points for the Greyhounds, and it looked like he was going to go and set a Knights Hall scoring record here, but things slowed a bit for him, and the rest of the guys picked up the slack. A.J. Lawton had a big game for UIndy, and they made some threes in that first half, hit 6 out of 14. They are the 5th best three-point shooting team in the country, and they had 6 threes in the first half, but in the second half, Bellarmine did a better job defensively all the way around. They held Indy to 33% overall from the field, 9 of 27, and 4 out of 12 from the three-point line for 33%. Bellarmine had a season-high 19 turnovers in this game, and they had 10 in the first half. You said they needed to keep it to 17.
Under 17. I thought if we keep it under 17, we'll win.